till spring break, but we're here in spirit. Purple Hat Nation all the way. So we had a special request come in. Somehow one of our viewers was able to figure out the contact information for my wife and actually sent her a message asking for a simple recipe that could be made. Don't know how they found her or her contact information, but they did. So anyway, we're going to oblige that request and we're gonna shake it up just a little bit, no pun intended. This is going to be done with mostly store-bought, pre-packaged items. We're going to make a dinner tonight, and then in a couple of episodes, I'm gonna do this same meal again, but with all homemade ingredients from scratch. So I went to the store today and bought some shake and bake, extra crispy. Shake and bake is basically, says enriched wheat flour, riboflavin, salt, oil, sugar, corn syrup, dried onions, some other things and spices. So comes in pretty handy if you're in a rush. You don't have much time. So we'll use that. Then we're gonna do a stovetop stuffing. Now, I like making my own stuffing. For Thanksgiving, I made one out of dry, crusty ciabatta bread, ciabatta bread stuffing. It was really good. So when we do the homemade version in a few episodes, that's how we'll make the stuffing. Got a can of cream of mushroom soup. And what we're doing with that is we're making a green bean and carrot casserole. And you'll see some pictures here in just a second. But in the homemade version, we won't use a can of soup, but if you've got a can of cream of mushroom soup, it's real simple to put something together really nice and flavorful. And then we really cheated on this one. Home style gravy from Heinz. You can also make your own gravy, but if you're in a pinch, you're in a rush, and you don't have a lot of time, and you're in the store, you can pick this up and you can still serve a tasty meal. So I used some coupons today. So this stovetop stuffing, I used a coupon. I got this box right here for $1. This shake and bake, I picked up, believe it or not, for $1. Cream of mushroom soup, this can of soup was 39 cents. And this jar of chicken gravy was $1. Also on sale was the star of the show, boneless chicken breast. This is normally $2.69 a pound. I got it for $1.99 a pound. So I picked up 3 packages. Cut them in half. There's 3 of us eating tonight. Everyone will get 2 pieces. So I've got all my utensils. Only other things I used was some soy sauce, heavy cream, butter, of course, salt and pepper. Got my sharp knives. So we're gonna get cooking here, and hopefully it turns out okay. This should be a simple meal. The way I like to live my life is the meal is an event with friends and family. But I also consider the preparation of the meal a separate event. I don't look at it as a burden. I look at it as something to do, something to think about, ways to be creative, therapeutic, if you please. And so we have a couple things. I'm going to cook tonight, and we're going to eat. And I'm going to show you some steps along the way. I've got my dogs here helping me clean up the floor. So we're having a breaded chicken cutlets, a green bean carrot casserole, mashed potatoes and gravy, and stovetop stuffing. I forgot to show you the mashed potatoes, the greatest deal of all. Hang on. I like making my own mashed potatoes, but in the interest of this episode, I couldn't pass these up. Look at this. Bob Evans original mashed potatoes. Bob Evans is a restaurant. I'm not really sure where they are mostly, but I think they're mostly down south. When we lived down south, there were a lot of Bob Evans around, family style cooking. And these mashed potatoes were regularly $4.39. And I had a coupon for them for $1 off, and then I had a store coupon for $2 off any item. So I actually got these Bob Evans mashed potatoes for $1.39. And they're real potatoes. The ingredients. Usually you can tell what's in something by reading the first 3 or 4 items in the ingredients. So the ingredients are listed as follows: potatoes, milk, butter, and salt. So you know what? That's pretty much how I would make mashed potatoes from scratch. So this will be pretty easy, microwavable, and cheap. This whole meal for 3 people was around, I don't know, it was around $12 total. That's a pretty good deal. All right, we took our chicken breasts, cut them in half, put them in this mixing bowl. Gonna add a little bit of milk, 1 egg, gonna mix that around, then we're gonna shake it up. Bag of shake and bake. Piece of chicken in the bag. Shake. Okay, this is what the chicken looks like in the pan. Got 6 pieces here. There'll be 2 for each of us. I just took the leftover shake and bake and sprinkled it right over the top of everything. Make it nice and crispy. Stick this in the oven, 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Okay, this is an easy green bean casserole with a twist. We're adding in some multicolored carrots. You can get those in a small package, produce section, usually on sale. Got a can of cream of mushroom soup, a little bit of soy sauce, half a cup of heavy cream. You can use milk though if you've got it, and about a tablespoon of butter. All of this is getting chopped up, put into that mixing bowl. We're gonna mix it around, put it in the oven for about a half an hour. Okay, so I trimmed the green beans, the ends of each of the green beans off. Then I split the carrots in thin strips. Use a very sharp knife. Don't use a dull knife on that. I nuked them in the microwave for 1 minute and 45 seconds because they're thicker than the green beans. And that means they'll cook slower in the oven. So I want to give them a little bit of a head start. I'm gonna dump in our cream, a little soy sauce, our carrots, the butter. Now I'm gonna put this can of cream of mushroom soup in. After we mixed it up, we just poured it into this thin casserole dish. I know it looks kind of messy right now, but believe me, when it gets out, it'll be all bubbly and it'll be real tasty. I'm gonna stick this in the oven and get working on some of our other things. Let's cook the stuffing. Remember, I'm using that Stovetop Stuffing mix that I talked about earlier. This is the bag of it. You need 4 tablespoons of butter and margarine. So I've got 4 tablespoons. It's just half a stick. So you don't have to use the butter. I guess you could use a little bit less or some olive oil, but why wouldn't you want to use butter? You need water. It calls for 1.5 cups, which is 12 ounces. I use 2 cups, 16 ounces. So I just fill up a pint glass because I cook my stuffing ahead of time, and I think that water helps keep it moist until dinner's ready. So you put the water and the butter in the pot, bring it to a boil, then you toss this inside. Turn off the burner, cover it, and you're done. Water and the butter are boiling. Let's add that stuffing. Okay, we dump the stuffing in, we stir this around. Shut it off. cover. Can't get much easier than this. Open that jar, dump it in that bowl, microwave for 3 minutes, stir it about halfway through. Here are those good mashed potatoes I was talking about. Simple directions. Just peel back a little corner of the plastic topping here, put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Take the whole plastic wrap off, stir it up, cover it back off, cover it back on, another 2 minutes in the microwave, we're done. Added some French bread to the dinner, and we also added some cranberry sauce. You can see it's straight out of the can. This will go good for this type of meal. And that cranberry sauce is being served tonight in honor of my brother-in-law, Alan Small. That is his contribution every year to Thanksgiving, is a can of cranberry sauce. So now we just call it Alan's cranberry sauce. Special announcement, happy birthday to Alan. This year is a milestone year for him. 75 years old. Our brother-in-law Alan will turn this year. Happy birthday. And that's it. I'll show you some pictures of what each plate looks like. I've set the table. Not really a table. We eat out at the counter in the kitchen every night, but it's perfect for the three of us. I made the stuffing because I know that that is one of Laura's favorite side dishes, side dishes. So anytime we have comfort food, as she likes to call it, I'll make some stuffing for her. And I put gravy over everything on my plate, but I let everyone else just do what they want to do. So it's time to get the family together and eat this thing. So there's been a denial tonight. I asked to have Laura on video, but was denied. It was told no, so audio only for Laura tonight. And here's Carson. So, Laura, what do you think of eating comfort food on a snowy winter night?
I think it's an awesome idea.
And what's a word we're looking for dinner?
Yummy.
Yummy! That's right. Carson, can I put you on video to say hello?
Sure.
All right, here you go. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Carson just got done work, showered, cleaned up, ready to eat. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Jerry Griffin, Purple Hat Nation.